Now let me take off this retouch. I'm playing around with the functions on this. So this is my first day. I'm hoping you can hear me because I didn't make sure this thing is connected to my headset. I'm hoping you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. If you're on, let me know if you can hear me. But I was thinking of the channel and the fact that I have not been able to travel too much places. And now that this is my first official day of being a retired woman from my job. Not retired from life. Don't get me wrong. I have so much more to give and life to live. And I want to live it and share it with you. But here's my thing. You know, I was brainstorming and saying, how can I use this platform to do God's work? You know what I mean? Because I've been preaching it for so many years that we're all here for a purpose. We all serve a purpose in this world, and it's like I feel like I've gone through so many things in my life that probably can help other people. I was having a conversation with one of my friends and telling her about stuff that I had experienced, and I was like, yeah, man, I ran away from this type of situation, but by God's grace, I was able to get out of that and persevere. And even like, you know, the trials and tribulations of me buying my house on my own, and you know, the problems that I was going through. So I've decided that I'm going to share bits and pieces of my life, and maybe it can help other people in the process, like to get through trials and tribulations. Like I don't share a lot of my personal life, and that has been deliberate. Because with the YouTube, you can get carried away and then end up disclosing far too much. But I was like, maybe I can help somebody that's going through it, you know, help them to process it, give them the resources that they need so they can, you know, facilitate and get through and get the help that they require. You know what I'm saying? So that's what was on my mind. That was a study on my mind. I was like, God, help me to be a vessel that I can reach other people and help them to overcome obstacles, because life is not easy, but life can also be good. So you can look at the cup as half empty or half full. It's all a matter of perception. So I'm here to help you to navigate through this life in whichever way I can, based off of my experiences, my knowledge, because I can say now I'm grown, I've been through it. So I can share my ups and downs, my do's, my don'ts, travel guides. You know, I'm still going to be taking you places with me when I travel to different countries. But as I said, I'm not going to be going to too many places. I am doing something in Jamaica, so I'm going to share that with you, and the processes that I had to go through to be building in Jamaica. So that is something I'm going to share with you guys as well. For those of you who are thinking of relocating and saying, you know, I want a retirement home, I want a place that I can call my own, I'm going to help you with that too. But as a woman, and as a single woman, going through the trials and tribulations, and just going from my teenage years and surviving, like, I don't like to dwell on negative things. If you know me, I try to keep it positive. But I managed to escape an abusive relationship, and I thank God Almighty that He covered me in that situation, because honestly, I almost lost my life. But God is good, and that's why I'm here with you guys to share these things. So I think I'm going to be doing a series on different things. And as you also know, I had posted about my car accident. I have scars on my hand, and if you ever see my hand and my knees, like all busted up. I survived a car accident coming back from Montreal. The car turned over with us, like, was it 7 times or something like that? on the highway. So thank God, like, there was not a truck or another vehicle coming the opposite way, because we ended up on our hood sliding across the highway, and thank God everybody stopped. And yeah, so I am here for a purpose. I am here for a reason. And as I said, if I can help somebody through their trials and tribulations, through their hardship, whether it's a relationship situation, whether it's trying to find a job, because I've been there where it's like, I could not find a job for the longest time. Like, I even applied at Wendy's, y'all. Wendy's. If you know Wendy's, I tried to apply at Wendy's and could not get nothing at Wendy's. Hello, is this Egypt? Hello there. Thank you for being here. But yeah, so sometimes we feel like the world's against us, but a lot of times, God is preparing us for something bigger and saying, this is not for you, honey. I'm going to prepare you. I'm going to make you stronger so you can endure what it is that I have planned for you. So sometimes we just need to be still and listen. Harsha? Hello there from India. I'm just driving home right now. And I said, let me just have this real talk with y'all, let you know how my channel's going to change a little bit. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so I'm just driving across Brampton right now, and I'm brainstorming. I'm thinking, what can I do differently? Or what you can do as well is like give me insights as to what you would like to see on the channel. Because I got time now. I got a lot of editing to do with my other videos and stuff, but I will be posting them. Because now I have to sit down and edit. I have no choice. Let me turn on this heat. Hello, Soy. Is this Soy? Hello, welcome. I'm just driving through the city of Brampton. But I'll keep talking to y'all. This is where I'm at. It's a cloudy day. This is what I do not like about winter. Winter is so blah and dreary and cold and gray skies and having a cough. But when summer hits Toronto, it is a beautiful thing. So with better planning, I will definitely be taking you to warmer climates in the winter months, because look at this. This ain't nothing to look at. Like, look at that. What is that? What is that? Salt trucks, yeah. Snow, dirty snow on the side. That's what it comes down to. But yeah, let me know. But for those women out there that is going through it and thinking you're going through it alone, you are not going through it alone. God is with you in everything you do. You just have to be still and listen. Meditate and pray on it and say, you know what, be specific about what it is that you desire, first of all. Like, you don't like your current outcome where you're at, but you have to define what it is that you really want. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to be? What do I envision myself doing? And then meditate and pray on that. And when you're praying, this is my little piece of advice. Don't pray and say, dear God, Allah, please, universe, you're God. Say, don't, like, oh, please give me. Just be thankful and grateful. Say, I am grateful for what it is that you are providing for me and where I'm at right now. And I know better is to come. And I thank you for allowing me being in this space, allowing me to have what I have. So you have to be be able to take care of what you have right now. Let me know where you're from. Hit me up. Let me know where you're from. I'm just driving across the city, as I told you, heading home, coming from a funeral. It was my friend's father who passed away, but he had a full life, and attend these funerals and you think about your own mortality, say, hey, am I doing all that I can possibly do? Have I done all that I can possibly do? Or what can I do better? I'm trying to read it. Hello, is it Jerusalem? Yeah. What can you do better in your life? How can you make your situation better? And how can you make the situation of others better? That is the question I have. So I want you to think about it. Are you content or happy with where you're at? And if you can change something, what would it be that you would change? And how would you change it? That's the thought for today. So yeah, Happy New Year to everyone. First of all, my manners, Happy New Year to everyone. And I sent out today's quote, and I can't remember the full context of the quote. But let 2026 be a change. Hold on. Sorry, the call was coming in. Let 2026 be a year of change, a year of peace, a year of where you say, I'm not doing this madness with people who are not constructive in my life, who are not conducive, who are, not contributing to my welfare. Let it be a time where family, you get a closer bond with those that you. Let 2026 be a grand year for you. Okay? That's my message for you today. It's not quite the quote, but I think what I'll do is incorporate the quotes in my messages. Oh, you're in the changes of 2026. Good for you. Nice. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's about constantly changing and becoming a better version of yourself, That's what life is about. If you become stagnant and don't change, there's no growth. And that's when people get miserable and disgruntled and, complain about their lives because there's no change. What is that? Kind of like when you think about the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result or a different outcome. That is the definition of insanity in a sense. That's my redefinition of it. So yeah. Oh, you are. When will we change? Oh, I love it. I love that. When will we change? I am the change of 2026. Well put, well said. I like that. I love that. I have this nagging cough. Oh my gosh, it's been with me for I think before Christmas. But I think it's at the tail end of it. I've been trying to get rid of it, and it's just lingering. And I haven't had the chance to go see my mom in the nursing home because of this cough. Jacques, greetings from South Africa. What's good? Everything's good. Oh my gosh. South Africa, I've been there once. Beautiful country, beautiful people. What's up, South Africa? Shout out to you guys. I think I need to take another trip out there, but it was 22 hours to fly out that far. I know I don't have any real footage. Yeah, you know what? I need to come back to South Africa because when I tell you there was so much to see and do, culture was rich, people were so warm, man, and I did not get any of it I don't think I had my YouTube channel then. And that's why it kind of, inspired me to say, let me start documenting stuff because I do go to a lot of places, but I wasn't recording. Oh, I'm not in South Africa. I'm in cold Toronto, Canada. Look, it's snowing. Well, it's not snowing now, but this is what the roads look like, and it's very dismal and gray. But I'm just outside on the outskirts of Toronto. Oh, where in South Africa was I at? Sorry, my bad. That's what happens when you try to read and text. I can't even remember exactly where I was in South Africa. All I know is that, let me try to remember. I'm trying to remember where I was. I'm looking at the intersection where the McDonald's was. It was a busy intersection where there was like a bridge or a gate with, no, I'm trying to remember. It'll come back to me. It will come back to me. It was like, I guess it was 2026. So it was like 8 years ago, just to let you know how long ago that was. Oh, no, I didn't go to that. Thank you, Cape Town, exactly. See, man, I need to get exercising. Yeah, I was in Cape Town. Cape Town. That's where I was. Thank you for helping me there. I was having a brain fog moment. Oh my gosh. But as you can tell, I can't do two things at once. I'm like juggling. Where was I? I was at a busy intersection, but I was walking a lot. And then, yeah. Man, it was a good experience. It was a good experience. I did the safari while I was out there. I went to the mall. We visited small communities where people, oh my gosh, they cook and they dance for us. What was touching? Oh, you'd like to visit the U.S.? Yeah, the U.S. is nice. Depending, where in the U.S. would you like to go? I haven't been to a lot of places. I've been to, like, Buffalo's like an hour and a half drive from me. So maybe one day I'll just take you on a drive with me and we'll go across the border. And that's Buffalo. That'll be Buffalo, New York. But if we're heading, like, if I'm driving to New York, that's about an 8-hour drive for me from where I'm at. And, yeah. So I've been to New York. Let me see if I can remember the places. I've been to New York, Ohio, Nebraska, Miami, Florida, California, Utah, Mississippi, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Nevada, yeah, California and Texas, yeah, California. What do I remember about California? I don't know. California is pretty cool. California, what did they do interesting in California? I experienced an earthquake in California. I think that's what freaked me out. Went to California and I was like, they're doing, I went to see my cousin, and then an earthquake, it was a small one, happened. I was like, what the heck? And they're like, yeah, just stand in between these two columns, these walls, and just position yourself. And I was like, what? What kind of madness are you telling me right now? And yeah, the walls were shaking and everything. It wasn't a bad earthquake, but from that, I was like, I'm going home. I was like, I'm packing it in, I'm going home. So yeah, I have not gone back to California to stay for a little bit. I did go with my kids. No, I'm lying. I did go back with my kids. We rented a car and we drove around. Texas, Miami. Yeah, Miami is nice. Miami is nice. Because for me, the weather, like, you don't have to deal with this snow. Do you see how beautiful that is? If you're afraid of iguanas, oh boy, Miami had a lot of iguanas. They had like I think they are over. They're taking over these iguanas, man, in Miami. So I've been to Fort Lauderdale and Miami and trying to film. No, did I go to Jacksonville? Yeah, the snow is. You see? Okay, I'll let you see more of the snow. Because, you know, when you're over it, like you're tired of something, that's where I'm at with this. Because, like, snow is not. Maybe I need to video when it's like freshly, like snow. Like this morning was snowing heavy. So there's snows on the trees and everything. But, yeah. So as I said, I'm in Brampton. It's like it's a small, well, no, it's a big city outside, just on the outskirts of Toronto. It's still somewhat considered Toronto, the GTA, Greater Toronto Area. So even though we're on the outskirts, everything's considered the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the snow scene. I'm deliberately turn the camera around so you can see the snow. I'm almost home. Like my feet are actually cold. Something's happening in my car where I guess it's the thermostat. It's not allowing heat to flow to my feet. Like the upper part, all the vents up top is working properly, but my feet are freezing cold. So I'm gonna take my car into the mechanic tomorrow, see if he can fix this, so I can be on the road, because I'm not one to sit down in my house for too long. But yeah.